We'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will put total under to crank us up. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Motion from the wideout. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players, have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Forced out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to run it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, and I think they were in nickel package right there, and I like that because you bring an extra DB on the field. Now is that guy covering, but you can also blitz with him. He can chase down the quarterback and force 4th downs. I love when they bring in the nickel package.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got room at the 35. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Shoots it to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They win went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Hit as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Coming out with it, it's Marshall. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end. It's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense working from the pistol. to the air. It's St. Clair. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. There he goes. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He might want another play. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Line is set on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes one deep. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marshall. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. RPO complete to open the drive. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Looking to scramble. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes a grab down the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Right on the money. Touchdown, Bruins! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Here's a heat. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give is to Smith. Makes it past the marker. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's Hunter. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Second and long. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
And with that score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the second half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab down the right side. Running free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Matthews. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava looking to buy time. He's turning it loose into the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either. That's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
One more snap coming before halftime. Direct snap. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Buys a little extra time. And the ball squirted out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Bruins. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. backfield. To throw, it's St. Clair. Looking for an open area to his left. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. Snags it inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. You get the big play. Now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle. These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll go with a direct snap. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play, you're trying to get it through the air, nothing open downfield, and he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
With the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football in.
Now he's looking to throw it. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play, now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's caught. It's Hunter. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
At the 37. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Bruins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go, here we go. Lion.
Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. That's reeled in. It's Hunter. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Makes the grab. It's Cox.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UCLA! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 11 over Fresno State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Finds his man. It's Peoples. Looking for room at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for the big play. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Off the play fake. Going over the top. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, there's a lot of ways to skin the cat in a running game, you know? It doesn't have to just be runs up the middle on short yardage situations. How about going jet sweep and with the receiver's speed just enough to get outside and get that 1st down?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The lone back's got it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Power football with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bruins! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Ball's in the deep ball. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. Extending the play. Got out of trouble and throws. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Dances away to buy time. Moving past the 25. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's St. Clair. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And the timing just a hair off.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
The defense can taste blood in the water. They've got 4th down. They know that the offense can't try to kick a field goal. They need one more stop. I wouldn't be surprised if they get aggressive here and bring an all-out blitz.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win. And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned